Should Chinese diplomats be expelled for spreading disinformation?
The Philippines is demanding just that. The Philippine government has accused Chinese diplomats of spreading false information, escalating tensions between the two nations.
This demand marks a new low in the already strained relationship, largely due to the ongoing South China Sea disputes.
The Philippines' demand for expulsion is a bold move. It signals a strong stance against what they perceive as Chinese interference and manipulation. The situation has garnered international attention, raising questions about the future of diplomatic relations between the two countries. The South China Sea has long been a point of contention between the Philippines and China.
Both nations lay claim to various islands and reefs in the region, leading to frequent standoffs and military posturing.
China's assertive actions, including building artificial islands and deploying military assets, have fueled anxieties in the Philippines and other Southeast Asian nations. The Philippines, despite its smaller military, has remained defiant.
They have sought international arbitration and strengthened ties with countries like the United States to counter China's growing influence.
The current diplomatic row further complicates this delicate geopolitical balance. The Philippines argues that China's actions violate their sovereignty and threaten regional stability. They view the alleged disinformation campaign as an attempt to undermine their claims and sow discord within the Philippines. The Philippines accuses Chinese diplomats of spreading misinformation about their activities in the South China Sea.
This allegedly includes downplaying China's military presence, exaggerating their economic contributions, and discrediting Philippine claims.
The Philippines asserts this disinformation is aimed at swaying public opinion and creating divisions within the country.
The alleged disinformation campaign has further inflamed public sentiment in the Philippines. There's growing distrust towards China's intentions. The controversy has also sparked debates about the role of foreign diplomats and the acceptable limits of diplomatic conduct.
The Philippines has presented evidence of what it deems as false information disseminated by Chinese officials. This includes social media posts, press releases, and public statements that contradict verified facts and satellite imagery of the disputed areas.
It could lead to retaliatory measures by China, further escalating tensions and damaging economic ties. This situation could also embolden other nations facing similar challenges from China, potentially leading to a more confrontational regional dynamic. Narrator. In the section on fallout and implications, we explore the potential repercussions of expelling Chinese diplomats. Such a move could have significant diplomatic and regional consequences.
The demand for expulsion has drawn mixed reactions from the international community. Some countries have expressed support for the Philippines' right to defend its sovereignty.
Others have urged restraint, advocating for dialogue and diplomacy to resolve the situation peacefully. The Philippines faces a difficult choice: prioritizing its sovereignty and countering disinformation, or avoiding further escalation with a powerful neighbor.
The outcome of this diplomatic standoff will have significant implications for regional stability and the future of Philippines-China relations. Moving to the price of truth, we will not tolerate any attempts to undermine our sovereignty and mislead our people, a Philippine official stated, emphasizing the importance of combating disinformation.
The Philippines' decision to confront China reflects a growing global trend. Nations are increasingly pushing back against foreign interference and disinformation campaigns.
The spread of disinformation erodes trust and undermines the foundation of healthy diplomatic relations.
It creates an environment of suspicion and hostility, making it challenging to find common ground and resolve disputes peacefully. The current situation underscores the urgent need for a robust international response to disinformation.
Governments and organizations need to work together to expose and counter false narratives, promote media literacy, and uphold the principles of truth and transparency in international relations.
The Philippines' resolute stance against disinformation is a call to action for the international community to defend the integrity of information and safeguard global security.
The world is watching and the stakes are high. As the world watches the unfolding events in the South China Sea, a wave of global solidarity is beginning to swell. Countries around the world are recognizing the critical need for unity in the fight against disinformation. From Europe to North America, leaders are voicing their support for the Philippines, echoing the call for transparency and truth in international affairs. In forums such as the United Nations and various regional summits, discussions are intensifying about the mechanisms needed to combat the scourge of false narratives. Proposals are being drafted for international agreements that aim to enhance cooperation in the detection and debunking of disinformation campaigns. This global response is not just about politics. It's about preserving the integrity of our international systems. It is a reaffirmation of the values that bind us as a global community: respect for sovereignty, the pursuit of truth, and the commitment to peaceful resolution of conflicts. Citizens around the world are also playing a crucial role. Through social media and public forums, they are raising their voices, demanding accountability, and educating others about the importance of discerning the truth. The collective action of individuals and governments alike is a powerful testament to the strength of our interconnected world. As we stand together, the message is clear. No nation should face the challenges of disinformation alone. It is a common enemy that requires a united front. The path forward is paved with challenges, but it is through solidarity and cooperation that we can hope to secure a future founded on truth and transparency. In the wake of global solidarity, we witness a pivotal moment: the turning of the tide. With the world rallying together, we see the first signs of real change. Initiatives are now underway, spearheaded by a coalition of countries determined to protect the integrity of information. The European Union, alongside partners from Asia and the Americas, launches the Truth and Transparency Initiative. This ambitious program focuses on developing advanced technologies and strategies to quickly identify and counteract disinformation. Experts from various fields are coming together, crafting guidelines that will be adopted by media outlets worldwide to ensure news credibility. Meanwhile, educational campaigns are rolling out globally, aimed at empowering citizens to critically evaluate the information they receive. Schools and universities are incorporating media literacy into their curriculums, fostering a generation equipped to question and challenge. The scene shifts to a massive digital conference, where leaders and influencers pledge to uphold these new standards, sharing their commitment across vast networks. As the narrator speaks, visuals of bustling newsrooms, engaged classrooms, and vibrant community meetings fill the screen, symbolizing a world awakened. The fight against disinformation is turning into a movement, one that transcends borders and unites us all in the quest for truth. As the scene closes, the narrator reminds us, "In unity there is strength, in truth there is freedom."